What is good, everybody? Welcome back to Real Fan Sports. My name is Zach. I'm here with my partner, Nonpfixion. What's good, brother?
Man, I'm doing good today, man. Today feels like it's gonna be one of those days. Let the crowd know what we got going on today.
Look, I'll tell you what, we have got here in the building Fox League legend, Bryan Fletcher. How's it going, brother? Appreciate you.
Hey, how you going, lads?
How you doing? How you doing?
I'm going great. In Vegas, so I may be a little bit croaky, you know. Nothing to do with the alcohol, just that desert dust.
That desert dust. Oh, that's Stevie. Look, at least it ain't middle of the summer and you're not like suffocating and trying to breathe, you know?
Yeah, I imagine that would be pretty tough in summer.
Yes. Yeah,
the summer here is ugly.
It's nasty, that's for sure. Well, you're used to it out there in Australia. It gets hot as can be. I think you're probably enjoying the cooler weather because I know it's been hot as hell out there.
Yeah, but it's a different heat. I don't know. We get a bit humid. You got the dry heat.
Oh yeah, Vegas is very dry. Very dry.
Yesterday it was 23 degrees. It was beautiful out in the desert for winter. So, but you're right. We've had a pretty hot summer back home. So, but you got that beautiful stadium out here that's all air conditioned.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, AC definitely helps, man. Well, look, man, we appreciate you taking your time out of your busy week to come and join us, and so we're just gonna go through actually a couple questions, man, and check out some highlights of yours and stuff, and let us know all about you, what Vegas and what the NRL has to offer. First things first, we know you've played several years in the NRL, both the Roosters and the Rabbitohs. Later on with the Wigan Warriors, and both the Roosters and Rabbitohs are located in Sydney, where you're from. Were you a fan of either of those teams when you were younger?
Yeah, I was. I was a fan of the Rabbitohs, but I grew up in the heart of the Roosters territory, so I've gone really opposite way. So, yeah, in my area, you're either a Roosters fan or a Bunnies fan. So, luckily enough, I got to play with both. So it was,
cool.
Yeah. But the fans are like anywhere in the world, a lot of rivalry.
Oh yeah, I can imagine that.
Yeah. So when you're playing, you played in the second row. How would you describe yourself as a player, and like what your biggest attribute was for the team?
I was very good at getting everyone together after the game, going to a nightclub or something like that. How would I describe myself?
That's a great attribute, though. That's a great attribute.
Great attribute. Not many people can do it.
Yeah.
How would I describe? Oh, well, I played on an edge, which meant that I had to work with the halves. Are you familiar with NRL?
Yeah, of course.
Yes. Oh, okay, good. So I was how would I describe myself? Ben, how would you describe myself as a player? Rower. Powerful edge back rower. That's Ben's words, not mine.
That's some strong adjectives right there, man.
I played in some pretty special teams, so it made my job a lot easier.
Yeah. Well, watching a bunch and talking to a bunch of our Aussie viewers and stuff, they were telling us one thing that you've accomplished that one of your buddies on your show has not accomplished, which is the championship. Tell us about that year, man, of winning it all.
Yeah, so you're referring to my partner in crime, Nathan HINDMARSH, who you would describe as a Parramatta legend. He's obviously he played 330 games, the most ever for the club.
Oh wow!
Yeah. But that'll be well. Look, I say that term loosely played because he probably should have retired 5 years earlier. Got the middle-age spread. Usually at 40, it says, but he got it at about 22. So he went on. He got a little bit fat towards the end of his career. Now, I'm not fat shaming. I'm just being honest.
It's okay. I understand what he goes through.
we saw y'all at the Heart Attack Grill, man. We saw y'all.
Yeah, we saw that.
How cool was that?
Yeah, I've never been, but I've definitely walked past, and I've heard it's.
Nonpfixion, he loves it. He loves getting whacked around.
Oh yeah, I definitely don't want to go there.
Come on, I don't think you'd like the spanking, man.
I mean, I might like the spanking. Yes, yeah, I will.
Hey, hold up now.
Hold it for show.
But so also along with your NRL career and stuff, you also had the honor representing New South Wales in the state of origin. Man, what was that like, and what's that feeling, representing your state and one of the biggest fields in rugby league?
Yeah, so the origin is different. So we play 3 games a year, and the NRL competition basically stops. We get split rounds, but all the good players aren't allowed to play. So State of Origin it's very hard to describe it unless you haven't played it. It's NRL's at a certain level, but the Origin arena just goes up another level because the states have got such rivalry, Queensland and New South Wales, and the media get behind it, of course. It's been going since 1980 and just seems to be getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, so Origin is actually the first part of NRL that we've ever watched. It was back in 2021, and just to make you a little upset, Brian, I gotta let you know, I'm not rocking with you, brother. I'm not. Okay?
Oh, here we go.
All right. Look.
Yeah, take that off.
And our first time ever watching was back in 2021, Game 3. Valentine Holmes with the intercept, basically putting the nail in the coffin. It was amazing. And after that game, me and Na were just like, we have got to watch more of NRL. We've got to.
It was fun. It was a great watch. I enjoyed every bit of it.
Yeah, that was Queensland have had a history of doing that right at the death of the game. Getting the catch. Zach, you got to take that jump off. I'm not talking to you.
I think you got to take it off. I feel disrespected for you.
I feel that Non's a Blues fan, so at least you got him on your side.
Or Zach, you can either do that or take it off, and when you run out of toilet paper, you could use that. That jersey.
That is a great suggestion.
Look, I'm only gonna take it off because you were so kind to join us. All right, but Maroons fans just know I'm still rocking with you guys. All right, I'm still rocking with you guys. But speaking of State of Origin, you had one celebration that is just also famous with your hand grenade celebration. What went into that, man? Was that just spur of the moment, or was it like planned out?
Okay. So remember the movie Any Given Sunday?
Yeah, love that movie.
With Willie Beeman. Yeah. Well, where's Zach gone? He's gone to the toilet with it.
He's taking
I told you I was being respectful.
So around that time, the NRL, there was a show called The Footy Show, and they were doing try celebrations.
Okay.
It's actually now sponsored. So for every time a team does a try celebration, they'll get 5,000 to a charity. So it's actually
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's actually
awesome.
But back then in 2000, as I mentioned, there was a movie called Any Given Sunday. Willie Beeman gets a touchdown, and he throws a grenade, and all the NFL players.
They all fall.
They all fall back. We got an advanced screening of that during the week of the Origin, so the public hadn't seen the movie. Now the internet has sort of kicked off, so it wasn't being spread around. Cut long story short, we smashed Queensland. Absolutely, at the time was the biggest score in history, so we were really up and about. I scored a try, and the few of the boys said, do the hand grenade. And for a second, I didn't know what they were talking about. The reason I didn't know what they were talking about is that we practiced it once up at a nightclub called Bourbon and Beach. 5 a.m. in the morning. So we'd just seen the movie, obviously, during the week. And one of the players said, do the hand grenade. I did the hand grenade, and I didn't realise how many people were out on that night. And they just slotted into their position and fell back, and it looked very good.
It was epic, man. It was definitely epic.
But Queensland have used that for motivation the last 24 years.
Yeah, we saw, I think Matty Johns had spoke about that, of how it really changed the outlook Queensland to really go something crazy, because they had that, 5-6 year stretch where they won it in a row. So he said that had a lot to do with it, because they didn't want to get humiliated again. Yeah,
they 8 out of 10, actually. They won 8.
8 out of 10, that's what it was.
8 out of 10. And we've been talking to Matty Johns, have you?
We've watched a bunch of the Matty Johns show and Fletch and Hindy show last several weeks, so that's how we know a little bit more about him and everything. Yeah.
Well, usually I thought you might have got him on here, but usually
no, not yet.
9 a.m. time, he'd be into his third double vodka. So
hey,
he just does that daily. Yeah, he's got a real issue with alcohol, and we're thinking about having an intervention over here in Vegas.
In Vegas at one of the clubs, right? That's where the best place to have it. Yeah,
correct.
Sounds good. Well, let's go ahead. Let's pull up some quick highlights of your career, man. And if there's any special moments, we'll talk about it.
Good.
Let's do it.
Ricketson to Fletcher. Fletcher puts the arm up and he goes over. Fletcher
it's been crashing now, but that was the last try in the grand final.
So that was the final one?
That was the final one, and I'd been at the club for 10 years, so it was my last game, and to get a try was quite the fairy tale, I suppose.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, some of my friends had put some money on me to be last try scorer because as players we can't bet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tongue in cheek, firmly, and I got a try. My friends made some money, and we won the grand final. So it was a great last few minutes of that grand final.
Yeah, because you didn't have several tries. I from what I saw, I think it was 63 in your career, and then you had one during the State of Origin match. I think is what I read.
Yeah, that was the hand grenade. Grenade.
And that was the hand grenade.
I didn't score as much as the backs do all the scoring. See, they're
right,
all the wingers. So for a forward to get a try, it's a great feeling.
Oh yeah, that'd be exciting. And it's normally those rough ones like this where you fight through multiple tackles and just not going down, keeping those feet moving. Yeah,
that's when you play in the middle. Sometimes it can get quite scary in there. There's some big boys out there trying to hurt you.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Swan went low. Gutenberg tries stopping. Cleary comes in.
And hoisting the trophy above the head.
Yeah, that was very small.
Okay, what was that? What was that chant?
What was that chant?
I can't believe you're going to have to edit some of those words out. That was our.
Oh no.
I don't know. I'm not sure if NFL do it. Is that all college teams or high school teams? Or high school teams, you would sing your chant of your school, right? But do the NFL players, after they have a victory, sing the team song?
No, not really. It's very rare. You might get specific
team songs either. Yeah.
Well, certain teams like Philly might do one, but like certain teams, some of the older teams from the original, they have hymns, but they don't. They very rarely say them.
Oh, okay.
Ours usually happens in college. Yeah, usually happens in college.
Definitely not a hymn.
Yeah. not as romantic, huh?
Unless you worship the devil, then a hymn, I suppose, down there.
Yeah. That's goodness gracious. All right. Now that you said it, now I got to do some more research on it.
The words carefully.
Yeah, got you.
Number 6, Shane Walker, a ball back in the inside for Fletcher. Read 6.
Man, you had some real hair back then, Fletch.
Okay, yeah. My nickname is Bear's Head.
I almost mistaken you for Hindy when he had that long hair for a while.
It was 2003. I got married at the end of this year, so my wife wanted me to grow my hair out. So, I don't know why she wanted it. She wanted it for the wedding, and I grew it out. And it was very curly. Very.
You should just grow it back out, man. Just let it rock.
Well, the kid wanted me to grow it back out, but I don't think I can. Can't bring it. Look,
don't worry, I can't grow anything out anymore, so it's okay. I understand.
I just cut mine, so it's all gone.
Now, I saw a hairdresser down there called Sapphires. It said gentlemen. Yeah. So you get your hair cut in those sort of places, I'd imagine.
Oh, in Vegas, yeah.
Yeah.
In Vegas is places like that.
There's anything you could think of is in Vegas, man.
Yeah.
What's the front rower doing there? Fletcher.
Oh, this is a try. This is a long try.
Big run.
Yes, I've gone to South Sydney here. I left the trip and gone to the Rivals.
Oh, really?
So I went.
How was that? How was that to go to the Rivals? How were you treated when you came into the locker room?
Oh no, it was fine. It was fine. We went from winning the premiership or the grand final the year before to getting the wooden spoon. So which means you run dead last.
Yeah.
And
I forgot to mention I'm a West Tigers fan.
So
I know a little bit about it. Yeah. Not this year though.
No, not this year. Let's hope not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had a bit of a crazy switch up going from championship to bottom. How's that mentality? Like, do fans like really jump at you if you if you get traded or you move to a different team like that? That's a rival. Like, do they come to really dislike you once that happens?
No, not really. Not really. The Roosters fans actually cheered when I went over to the South Sydney Rabbitohs, and the Rabbitohs fans booed No, it was okay. But I had actually played for South for the Rabbitohs in junior representative team. So,
okay. So you had some connection already. I got you.
I can play both sides.
Gotcha.
Okay. So you definitely have some history there.
All right. We'll do one more and then we'll keep it pushing to our next bit. Let's see what we got next. Some offloads and passing.
Ooh, the elbow.
Oh,
Taking his at acting half. Fletcher to Sutton. They've got numbers. Sutton throws the.
so what's the strategy of moving the ball around and lateraling it to the side? Like, are these things that y'all practice and get set up for, or is it just all awareness of the field and you just act?
Bit of both. So when you get down to the attacking side, the opposition attacking side, that's when you'll have these predetermined moves that you practice. But sort of if you're coming out from at your other end, sometimes it's just more, what you see in front of you. But a lot of clubs have little connections that they work with each other, so it doesn't have to involve the whole team. You might get to training and just practice a little play with 3 of you, and the other team aren't aware of it. There was a team called the Melbourne Storm who are very good at that sort of play when you team up with 2 or 3 of your players.
That makes sense.
Yeah, makes
cool.
sense.
So as we're kind of bringing things back, man, the reason why we're here is that we all know the NRL is coming to Las Vegas for the 2nd year in a row. Now, Fletch, can you tell everybody about it and where they'll be able to watch this year's events?
Yeah, so it's at Allegiant Stadium right here in Vegas, and I believe it's going to be on Fox 1 or Fox 2 here in America.
Yeah, Fox and FS1, but also in the WatchNRL app.
As Fletch said, he's a little croaky this morning from the Las Vegas dust, but the NRL is returning to Vegas, and there will be live coverage of the game not only on the WatchNRL app, but on U.S. free-to-air television via Fox, with other matches on FS1. And for those down under, you can tune in from home, as usual, to Fox League, available on Kayo Sports and Foxtel for all 4 NRL matches.
Yeah, so and on the streaming app, the NRL have their own streaming app for people overseas. So you can do either way. And how would I describe it? It is a bit like the intensity of UFC, because you can feel the energy in the stadium and you know what's about to come, because it's quite a brutal sport.
Yeah,
right. I know the NFL has sort of cut back on with all the head injuries and the concussions. We've sort of pulled back a little bit, but it's still a very violent game.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Fun to watch, though.
Yes.
And I mean, like, we fell in love with it quite, instantly after watching our first time. Like, what is it about the NRL that you think can appeal to the U.S. audience, or even more specific, those U.S. audience that are fans of the NFL? Like, what about it really translates?
Well, the physicality is the main thing. I think when we've done it over the years, we've showed NFL players footage of our game with big hits and stuff, and so that's quite exciting. But when I was out there last year, and I was sitting in the stadium, and there was a couple of Americans around me, they really liked our kicking game, which meant they really liked the punters putting up those high bombs. We call them bombs.
Really? Okay, yeah.
So there was guys who either side of them, they said, I said, what do you think of the game? So I really like it when they put the kick up, the punt up, and the team runs down and the fullback, because you have the safeties.
Right.
There's no safeties in ours. And the Americans I was sitting with really enjoyed the fullback catching the ball.
Yeah, and they have to catch it. There's no fair catch. There's don't bother with me. Yeah.
I'm not saying how brave, and you have to be when you're a fullback, because you've got 4 or 5 big forwards coming down on you. So
yeah,
that's interesting. It's going
to be, but if you're going to watch it, and then you've got the wingers and the backs that do all the fancy stuff that, like, as a forward, we don't really like them. It's a bit like the defense and offense in NFL. But the biggest thing is the physicality, I would say.
I got you. And, so right now the NRL has a 5-year contract to play games in Las Vegas. What are some things that you believe would consider, this a success? Like, is it being able to show more NRL, like, in the States? Is it, obviously selling tickets and stuff like that? But what will be a success to you for the NRL if after this contract's over with?
Just, I suppose, just increasing awareness. Last year, the ratings weren't great on US TV. I think it was about 100,000. And when you compare it to NFL, I just feel that if they can see year-on-year improvement on coverage, ratings, and selling out Allegiant, that has to be a success.
Has to be a success. Yeah. I mean, the biggest thing, like when we're watching, is just like making it easier. Because I mean, people that watch it, to watch a one-off sport that comes on TV the one time, it's like, okay, it's cool. You might click in and join in, but it's also during the prime time of basketball. You got March Madness is starting up, so it's like, why are they going to pull away? I think like the biggest thing is getting it to where it's easier to watch and being able to watch more frequently. Like if people are able to actually start picking up a game here and there, getting to know the personalities, the broadcasters, guys like you and Hindy and Maddie and Gordy and all them, that's what'll help like really evolve it into something where people will be enjoy to watch it.
Absolutely. Well, I know our show is on Kayo. I don't know whether Kayo, which is a streaming app, a sports streaming. Not sure if your listeners and viewers would get that, but you can always go onto YouTube and stuff and but it's just trying to get it all, getting the awareness of it, like the brand out there. And I know Peter Volandi's our chairman went on to Fox and Friends, sorry, and it's
their morning show.
Amazing how many Americans saw that. Americans have never, and so I feel doing that sort of stuff. I know it's very hard to break into your sports. You're quite, the tradition you've got here with your football, but we only want 1% of the audience. It's a big country.
Yeah, I think once they give it an opportunity, that's when the doors open, man. It's such an easy sport to get into. I mean, from first watch, it maybe take 1-2 games and maybe a couple YouTube highlights, and you basically have an idea of what's going on. It's not super complicated. It's easy on the eyes, and like you said, when you start getting the big hits, the big steps, and all this stuff, what's not to love about it?
Yeah, well, it's fast. It's fast.
It's fast.
Yeah, perfect for TV. There's no stoppages, so you're getting your money's worth. But our game is with the ruck, which is, I suppose, like your downs, perfect for TV because that's where everything happens. The camera follows the ball from player to player, where in soccer, it doesn't really correlate on TV because you can't see who's leading and who's waiting near the goal.
Very true.
You know what I mean? Off the ball stuff, where ours is very zeroed in on the ball.
Very true. Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, let's go through. Let's watch a couple seconds of some highlights from this past year's NRL Vegas, and then we'll wrap things up with just some funny moments from the Fletch and Hindy show, and we'll keep it going. Let's see. There we go, Matty Johns and the boys right there.
Yep. That was us last night down in Fremont Street.
Oh, yeah, down in Fremont?
Is that you, Leon? Leon's in the background. Is that you, Leon?
Hey, Lee made the footage. Wait, did you have any of the beverages from those little sidebars that are along the little Fremont Street?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You only need 1 or 2 of them. They're about this tall, and they're about an 80-20 split.
I really prefer down in Fremont than the Strip.
It's so much more fun. Yeah.
It's not as pretentious, I feel.
I agree. Yeah. That's where I hang out anytime we go. We go there. We'll do the Strip for a day, hit the casinos, but then we just go to Fremont.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, that was a nice flick right there. I like that.
Those passes are the ones that blow my mind every single time. Like they inside scoop it and just kind of flick like that. I can't even imagine getting my wrist around to do something.
No, not all the players can do that. That was and that was the we were talking about before, that wasn't planned. You'll have moves, but when you get freakishly good players like Johnny Manu, it is quite easy on the eye, isn't it?
Yeah, it definitely is.
That's that sixth sense of awareness when you know where your teammates are at all times. That's a special thing to have.
Great movie too, Sixth Sense. I don't want to spoil it, but he's dead.
Let's see one more highlight, and then we'll keep it going as we're running a little low on time, guys. We'll get Fletch on out of here. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Now, I was watching, this would be a good segue into it. I was watching a bit, like I said, the Fletch and Hindy show, and I was watching y'all's interview, and Mr. Reese messed with y'all a little bit, huh?
Yes. So Reese Walsh, the glamour boy of NRL, he got me good. Yeah, he offered us some candy. But what the candy had in it, it was the chili, the habanero chili.
The habanero chilies.
Oh no!
And his peace offering turned into it burnt my mouth, and we've got a bit of a war going on now between us two. So he's and I've got something planned for him.
You got something planned for him? Oh no! Oh no! I won't tell him, Fletch. I won't tell him.
He's a big subscriber of this show, so I'm going to let him know that I'm coming for you.
Most definitely. Please record that when it happens.
But yeah, so like I said, man, over the last couple weeks, we have been watching a lot of the episodes. My favorite thing about it is y'all are just hilarious, man. Just off the cuff, y'all just joke around, and I feel like that's just Australians as a whole, man. Y'all don't take too serious. Y'all just go out there, take the piss, and have some fun.
Well, exactly. And our show is a bit like when you go down to the pub, where you go to the bar. That's the conversation we're having. You know, there's other shows that talk the serious stuff, and our show comes on at the end of the footies, and at the end of the round, which is the Sunday night. So it's a bit of a chance for people to laugh at us and laugh at some funny things in the game. Yeah.
Well, like y'all do mess with each other on camera. Do y'all ever prank each other or do stuff off camera? And if so, what's some of like the funniest stuff you've done or had done to you?
Well, they made me eat this. They did a prank on me when they were saying I was going to have my own show, and they went to lengths, and then they pranked me and Hindy to do a fake ad and dress up in farm animals. Yeah, fake ad. We were dressed as farm animals and had to squeal like a pig, and it was quite embarrassing. So they do it. But
is there footage of that somewhere? Can we?
There is. Just type in, what is it, Ben? Fletch and Hindy prank.
Yeah, farm prank.
Yeah, just type in on YouTube, Fletch and Hindy prank, farm prank.
Farm prank. All right.
I'll definitely be
we have since then got back at, because Matty had to organise that, and we got back at him by
of course,
really getting him embarrassed in public.
Okay.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yes.
So you upped the ante on him, huh? Okay.
Oh yeah, we did.
Well, I mean, speaking of people doing embarrassing thing in public, probably my favorite thing y'all did last year in Vegas was the Thunder from Down Under show. He's got some moves, Fletch. What everybody really wants to know is how much did you tip him, or was it just the tip?
Look, I don't know. I had drinks. There were screaming females and some screaming males, and I just got caught up in the emotion when he came in on my forehead.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
That was my friend. We're quite tight now. That's Malik. He's a member of the Thunder from Down Under. No, they were all good sports.
Yeah. And
I suppose there's one thing what we do here in the Matty John show, that when we decide to do something, we put how would I say, balls and all, we put them on the line, and we when we do something, we go pretty hard.
Go all out. I love that, man. That's the best part, man. Can we ask? Is there any exciting things that y'all are doing this year for the events?
There is. I don't want to. Again, I don't.
Exclusives? I had to check.
It involves a helicopter.
Okay.
It involves a machine gun.
Oh yeah,
we like machine guns.
and it also involves blowing up a Toyota van.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Looking forward to that already.
I'll be too, Jeff.
we could get away with this sort of stuff, but no, it's been great. We've been here 4 or 5 days. Oh, and there might be a ghost story or two. We went to a haunted house in Tonopah, which is a goldfields out of Vegas. So,
Okay,
that was very interesting. I may or may not have felt something in the middle of the night.
Like Fletch, I'm from New Orleans. We're known for it being haunted. So I've experienced more than what I'm happy to admit to. It's pretty creepy, man.
Have you, Zach? Have you seen one or felt one?
Oh yeah. We've worked buildings and stuff like that. We'd have chairs just slide across the room, and crazy stuff, man.
Yeah.
What about you, Nonpfixion?
Oh, I've actually seen a ghost. So.
Oh, so it's fiction.
Yeah.
I don't know whether I got the gift, because apparently only people with the gift can see the paranormal activities. Unless I have one of those gummies that I got across the road.
You've seen something with them
those gummies will definitely give you the gift.
Yes, I think I was saying something.
I think the one thing everybody else wants to know too is did y'all get Gordy on a good diet? That way he can't chicken out of going down one of them rides on top of the Strat.
Well, we tried to get Gordon back on there, but unfortunately, the Strat, the Extreme, it's called Extreme. It's
closed.
It's closed. It's under maintenance, and
even they do that.
But in reference to your question, no, Gordon is still a fat heap. I like to call him. I don't want to, again, I'm not fat shaming, but he's got to look after himself because he's. It's
because you care.
Yeah, I do care. I care. I've got to look after him. No, Gordon it's the heights, and he did make that excuse saying he was too fat.
Everybody was telling us about that. They're like, yeah, Gordy's funny. He's like, he's the raging bull, scariest man on a football pitch, but everything else, he's
I can actually feel Gordy's point of view. I would use the same excuse too.
You don't like heights?
No, I don't like heights. I've been up there on top of Stratosphere, and I would not get on none of those rides. No.
I'm feeling that as you get older, the height phobia increases.
Yeah.
More to reason. When you're a kid, you're not aware of it. But
you don't really care.
You had the front seat. You were not in the front. You had the second row in the back, so you were chilling.
I wasn't chilling. Have you done it?
Oh yeah, I've done it. I've done all of them up there. Yeah.
No, it's not. It's you're just there, and you can see down. You're 1,000 feet up. It wasn't. I did not enjoy, but having Gordon there and Matty was obviously not in good. Wasn't in a good way.
Yeah, he definitely spit up his lunch or whatever beverages he had the night before. Let's see. I think that's just about it. Let's go ahead and just drop a couple of the clips from the show, man. Look, guys, if y'all haven't watched the Fletch and Hindy show, if y'all haven't watched the Matty Short show, y'all have got to do it. It's amazing. I watched for hours the other day, and I've been showing all my friends and family. Like we were get together yesterday, like my sister and my brother-in-law and stuff, and they were like, I was like, y'all got to watch this. They're like, what the hell is this? I was like, just shut up and listen. And they're like, well, why doesn't he have any pants on? And I'm like why is he naked when they're sleeping together?
Well, yeah.
Hey, the water gun was hilarious to me.
Thank you, boys. Yeah, don't take yourself too serious. And
I
think that's the way to live your life, I feel.
Well, let's take a look at some of these. Let's take a look at some of these funniest moments and get on out of here. Oh no!
Yeah, he doesn't like to see.
No!
But that's octopus.
This put the whole thing in his face like that.
Allergic to octopus.
Is he?
Yeah, his whole body swelled up after this.
Oh my god! That's evil.
No.
Yeah, it's great.
Do y'all ever does it ever time where like it just goes too far and like someone gets genuinely mad at each other?
Yeah.
I can imagine.
I got it on last year when they with the off fish. Anyway, type up strumming. I saw the red mist and Leon's here at the back, and I feel bad, but sorry, but not sorry.
He said sorry, but not sorry.
Worth it. For sure.
I've got another story for you. Got school sent out, captains are
hog. Let's go, because I got to do a hog. Okay, yeah, this was bad. So this here, when I'm jumping off this was really bad. So we if you roll the tape,
Uh-huh.
that's Honey and I.
Oh,
But what had happened was,
Kill me.
I broke 3 ribs and punched in my
Oh,
lung.
dang.
Yeah.
oh no.
And punctured your lung.
But then we made a story about it that Hindy tried to kill me. Starting to think might be true.
Some people, hey, like sometimes the script runs itself, you know, and it makes sense. It made sense to me.
Correct. Yeah, no,
I think he tried to kill you too.
that wasn't great. That wasn't a great time in our lives, but I was like legit in hospital. So sometimes it goes a little bit haywire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, he's trying to get away with it.
9,982.
Yeah. This one was crazy.
This was good.
You, sir, have 40 slices of bacon.
I had the over that Gordy was going to finish. I was a little disappointed.
I know. No, he probably could. This was fun. This was in Vegas last year. As you mentioned, the heart attack grill.
Yeah.
No way anyone can finish that. So if you don't
That's too
finish, you
much.
get whipped by that nurse sitting behind us. What was her name? Robbie. Robin. Anyway,
I just knew Hindy was not a fan of her. He was cussing her out left and right. Like when he walked out the door, and he's like, no, fuck off. I was like, that's hilarious.
Yeah, he did. He wasn't happy with her. Surprising because he likes getting.
He likes it. Oh, wait, hold up. What?
Ricky. Her name was Ricky. Yeah.
Ricky.
You could tell she was really trying to wind up and put in some elbow right in all of y'all.
Well, one of them, she snuck in and she grabbed the heavier one. I don't know. I noticed that, but I was watching it back the second time. I was like, did she grab a different one that was bigger? I said, that's evil.
She caught a lot of cheek with that one.
And you're only supposed to do it once. And I think, she doubled up. That's why Hindy blew up.
Oh.
She was awesome, man. I loved her. BB. Good old BB, man. She was funny.
BB worked in the infantry. She was a weapons. She worked in weapons. She was very, very interesting lady. BB.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is Magic Round. This is Magic Round is where every team plays at the same ground over 3 days, and it gets a bit loose, as we like to say in Australia.
Yeah, so we know a little bit about doing shoeys. That has actually became a pretty big tradition of ours on our channel. Every time we watch, whether it's NRL, AFL, Bathurst, Melbourne Cup, we have to do a shoey. Now, we did ask if you could do one with us, and we were told probably not the best idea, but they did tell us that you were allowed to judge my shoey and how good it goes. So we're gonna get it set up. We'll get your ranking. I need to be approved.
Zach's gonna do a shoey.
I haven't practiced. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a little nervous. We'll see. It's early in the morning for us as well, so it's like I'm building up my excuses right now. That's what I'm doing.
What about my man, Nonpfixion? Are you doing it?
Oh no, I don't have any no bruise with me right now.
He's not into the shoe taste, you know. It's a very unique taste that you have to have.
Tinea on your lips is not great. But try it, Zach. Let's do this, brother. What are you drinking? Red Bull.
No, it's a Bigelow, man. It's a beer. It's a beer.
That's a big beer. That's good. That's double of what we.
Yeah,
that is a big beer.
It's a solid beer. We're gonna have some fun.
Yeah,
it's past noon, so that means like this is completely acceptable, right? That's how I look at it.
Lunchtime.
You got to raise it to the crowd. You got to raise your shoe to the crowd.
I got to raise it to the crowd.
All
right. Yeah, you ready, guys?
Cup both hands.
Yes, sir.
The Eucharist of Christ.
Hey.
Take this with you and drink it, for this is the blood of Bear's Head. Go.
Let's do it.
There he goes. Keep going. And spill it down the front. That's better too. You can spill some.
He got it. He has to do his carpet every couple of weeks.
He did not spill a drop. Nice work, Zach.
I'm a guzzle, man. I like my beer. I don't want to waste God's water. Okay.
And
Yeah,
I got to give you kudos for the giant one too.
Oh yeah, always.
Man, we got to do that. Well done.
Whenever he does a shoey, it's always the tall bears. It's never the small ones. Yeah.
I always get myself in trouble. My missus doesn't like it. Every time I do it, she goes, "You need to go brush your teeth right now." you smell like feet. mind your business, woman. But look, Fletch, it has been an honor and a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us, man. And Non, as we see when y'all do y'all's interviews, Non has been doing some very special note taking on his board.
Oh, good. Yes.
It's to let y'all know that NRL is coming to Las Vegas on March 1st, and y'all can watch it all live. It'll be available on the WatchNRL app, but also on US free-to-air television via Fox with other matches on FS1. And if you're down in Aussie, if you're down under, as usual, tune in to Fox League, available on Kayo Sports and Foxtel to watch all 4 NRL matches. Fletch, appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day, and have a great trip out of Vegas, man.
Thank you very much. See you guys. Cheers.
Yeah.
Have a good one. All right, that's it, guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for joining us, man. We can't thank all of you enough for being a part of this community, part of this channel, supporting us throughout all this. This is not even remotely possible. It isn't for you guys, man. Shout out to Fox Sports Australia, to Fox League, to Lucas for reaching out, and of course for Fletch taking time out of his busy day. We did go a little over. Yeah, Fox League legend. We did go a little over the time we were allotted. So Fletch, appreciate you being patient with us as we were getting it all done. It was just so much fun. We hope y'all enjoyed it, man. What did you think, man? I loved it. This is so
honestly
cool.
I wasn't sure how it was gonna go. I knew he was a funny person. He had a great personality from watching all the Fletch and Hindy videos, but I think it went perfect, and I had a ball. And I hope he really enjoyed it too, man.
That's what I hope too. And he actually he's like, "Oh, y'all have had Maddie on here?" And I was like, "Not yet." So Fox, if y'all come next year, y'all ready to do some more promotion stuff, send everybody over. Let's set it up big next time. Let's get like an hour slot allotted. That might be asking for too much. But let's get us all and have some fun, man. This was amazing. So thank y'all again. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and join us on our journey. We'll be live for a lot of NRL this year, including NRL Las Vegas on Fox, on Foxtel, on KO, all that good stuff.
So
we'll catch y'all next time.
as well. Appreciate you. Love you. Catch you next one. Peace out, y'all.
Cheers.